Q93 is your boy, Wild Wayne, holding it down on the day party. And it's Celebrity Central. You never know who's going to stop by today. I got my man, Nick.
What's up, man?
Nick Ashe, man. He plays Micah in the Queen Sugar series. And you know what? I was pleasantly surprised when it first aired a couple of years ago when it started. Because it's Louisiana, first of all, and you know, Ava DuVernay and Oprah did such a good job on the show, and you had a very pivotal role in the show to start it.
Yeah.
Like, you was in between the big breakup to start things off and meet these country girls.
Right. Kiki,
do you love me? All right, I'm gonna stop talking, man. What's up, bro?
Nothing much, man. I was out of town for a month after we finished filming season 3, so I'm very happy to be back on the ground.
Okay.
New Orleans is a big part of my life, not only because of the show, but because your boy turned 21 down here.
Hey!
So I got a lot of special memories in this city.
No doubt. And like right now on Queen Sugar, you have a pretty big storyline.
Yeah.
Like you're coming of age.
Yeah.
Like you're doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So for those that have not been up to speed with the show, you've become a little activist on the show.
Yeah, Mike is finding his voice. You know, when you first meet him in season 1, he's this privileged kid living in Los Angeles. His dad is this hot shot, and he's confronted with his reality when he comes down to New Orleans because you know, y'all move different here. It's a very progressive, forward-thinking city. It's a lot of black professionals, but then you drive a couple miles out of New Orleans and you're seeing Confederate flags and things.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what he's grappling with. And as opposed to feeling victimized by it or posting on Instagram about it, he's actually doing things. He's organizing things, and he may not be doing it the best way, but did any of us at 16?
Right. And you had, like, you know, if you watch the show, your Aunt Nova, like, that's her whole wave anyway. You know, she's a fight the power chick. Very socially conscious. Got a couple of skeletons.
But no, he sees so much of what he can do in what she's doing.
Right.
And, you know, I got a shirt on right now that says it takes a village. He's so many parts of not only his mother and his father, but his aunt. And looking at what Ralph Angel has gone through. And he's just a sponge at this time. You know what I mean? He's taking little pieces of everybody that's informing his manhood, his adulthood. You know?
And you see more tonight.
Yeah.
You can check it out on OWN at what, 10? At 10 p.m.?
Depends on where you live. And this is episode 12, and next week it's episode 13. So we got a lot of work to do to sort of wrap this up in a bow.
Oh, next week is the grand finale for the season.
Grand finale. I can't say too much. Oprah has a little chip in our neck. You know what I mean? So if I give y'all too much clues.
Wait, you don't have one of those Omarosa pens or something?
Omarosa. God.
Okay. So that is the last show on next week, but you guys have been renewed, right?
God, yeah. There's so much, you know, love that goes into this. And honestly, what has kept it going is the fan support. Right. Not just in New Orleans, but this has reached, you know, international acclaim of people being like, this needs to be continued. I think we do something different than what you see on television, and I'm really proud that it's pride is a sin. I'm very in love with the fact that it's coming back.
And you know what? There's more stuff behind the scenes. A lot of folks don't know that each show has a different female director.
How cool is that?
Like, I've never seen that happen ever in the history of TV. And looks like it's not just women of color. It's all kinds of women that are the directors.
And that informs the story every single time. And that was something, you know, I'm sure Ava went in with a lot of intention with how she wanted this to happen. She had read the book and had a conversation with Oprah, but in those initial conversations about who is Ralph Angel, who is Charlie, she said it will be all women directors. You know what I mean? And it's funny, a lot of people within directors guilds have been like, oh, she's blocking people from having jobs, but she's combating that same system that exists in the field that she works, you know? So I'm very proud that a lot of people who had only had one project can work in this capacity and form, you know, every director that had worked in season 2 couldn't come back for season 3 because they had been professionally working as a result.
That's a huge platform.
That is
a huge platform. Like I said, because some of those women, you know, obviously don't get equal shots. You know, they have a platform now. They got resume. That's huge. That's huge. So salute to Ava DuVernay on that, and Oprah, obviously. What else you got popping, man? Of course, we love Queen Sugar, but you got some other things working.
Some cool things happening happening. I was just telling you, I came back from New York. I run a scholarship program up there.
Okay.
A lot of people ask me how I got to do the things that I have been doing, and I didn't go to school for this. You know, I encourage young people too, but I didn't go to school for it. So my scholarship really gives incentive to people who are good at acting, who are good at filmmaking, and taking photos, to actually pursue it, because you can support yourself doing it. I think that young people like Micah are championed as the future, but very seldom are put into positions where they can actually operate under that leadership.
Right.
You know, I don't want anybody to step into an adulthood that they aren't able to manage. So that's what the scholarship does, and it informs my work on Queen Sugar and vice versa. So you know what I mean? I'm very grateful.
Nick Ashe.
Oh yeah.
AKA Micah West.
Michael West.
From Queen Sugar.
Yeah.
Watch it tonight. If they want to stay in tune with what you got popping, what's your social media?
Social media, Nick Ashe, NCKASH. Also follow the Queen Sugar page, Queen Sugar Own. We do a lot of behind the scenes footage and stuff. They're always posting sneak peeks as to what's going to happen next week. And I'm sure, you know, when season 3 goes off, they'll be able to keep up with the cast on what else we're working on, you know. But season 4 coming June of next year, 2019.
We can't wait, man.
Neither can I.
Say, bro, keep doing the good thing out there.
Bro, thank you.
And you're welcome to come back and let us know what you got going with your philanthropy or more with Queen Sugar. Just holler at your boy.
For sure. I'm going to bring the whole cast with me.
Bring them
all. Turn up in here.
Bring them all. Me and Kofi did that girls trip together. Bring him. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Nick Ashe from Queen Sugar. We'll be back with more of the Day Party right after this.